Let me ask you something. You get paid on Friday. The money lands in your account, and for about a day, it feels great. Then you move some of it into savings. Money you're not going to touch, money that's working for your future. And something strange happens. It doesn't feel like a win. It feels like the money is gone. Like you lost it. That makes no sense, right? You didn't lose anything. You still have that money. You just moved it from one pocket to another. And yet your brain treats it like a small death. Hi, I'm Wiz. And today I want to show you something about your own mind that once you see it, you can't unsee. Because this one quirk is quietly running your entire financial life, and almost nobody told you it was there. Here's the thing your brain is doing. Back in the 1970s, two psychologists, Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, ran a very simple experiment. They offered people a bet. Heads, you win $110. Tails, you lose $100. Think about that. On average, you come out ahead. A pure math machine takes that bet every single time. But almost nobody does. People said no. So they kept raising the win amount, 120, 130, and it turned out that for most people, the gain had to be roughly twice the size of the loss before the bet even felt worth it. That's the discovery. Losses hurt about twice as much as the same size gains feel good. Losing $100 stings far more than finding $100 pleases you. They named it loss aversion. And it is not a flaw in some people, it's standard equipment in nearly every human brain, including yours, including mine. So why would evolution build us this way? Think about your ancestors. For most of human history, we lived right on the edge. If you found extra food, great. You ate a little better that week. But if you lost your food, your shelter, your standing in the group, you could die. The downside wasn't feeling bad. The downside was the end. So the brains that survived were the brains that treated losses as emergencies and gains as merely nice. Fear kept you alive. Comfort was optional. And we can actually watch this happen inside the head. When you face a potential loss, a little almond-shaped alarm system deep in your brain, the amygdala, lights up. It's the same circuitry that handles physical threat, the same system that fires when you hear footsteps behind you in the dark. Your brain does not have a separate, calm little accountant for money. It runs your finances through the exact same hardware it uses to keep you from being eaten. So when you watch a number in your account go down, on some ancient level, your body reacts like you're in danger. That tightness in your chest when you check your balance, that's not weakness. That's a threat response. Now here's where it gets expensive. Because this one ancient instinct quietly sabotages almost every money decision you make. Take saving and investing. Putting money away for 30 years from now is mathematically one of the smartest things a human being can do. But your loss-averse brain doesn't feel a far-off gain. It feels the immediate loss. Money leaving your hands right now. So saving feels like bleeding. And spending feels like relief. Your brain is rewarding the exact behavior that keeps you poor and punishing the one that builds wealth. Take investing in the stock market. The market goes up over the long run, but it's bumpy. So people put their money in, watch it dip 10%, feel that loss at double strength, and panic sell at the bottom, locking in, the one outcome they were afraid of. Then they wait, feeling safe in cash, and miss the recovery. Loss aversion convinces you to buy high on excitement and sell low on fear. It is the single most reliable way to lose money in markets, and it feels, in the moment,
Or take the
like
stocks
caution. People refuse to sell. Imagine you bought something and it's down 40%. Logically, if you wouldn't buy it today, you should sell it and move on. But people hold on, sometimes for years, because selling makes the loss real. As long as you don't sell, you can tell yourself it might come back. Your brain would rather keep a bad bet alive than admit a loss out loud. We even have a name for it, the disposition effect. We sell our winners too early to lock in the good feeling, and we ride our losers all the way down to avoid the bad one. And it's not just big stuff. It's the subscription you don't cancel because you might use it. It's the thing in your closet you'll never wear but can't give away because you paid for it. It's the line you wait in for a refund that costs you more in time than the refund is worth. That's loss aversion reaching into the small corners of your life and quietly charging you a tax you never agreed to pay. So what do you do about it? You can't delete this instinct, it's wired in too deep, but you can outsmart it. And it starts with one move. You stop trusting the feeling and you start naming it. The next time saving money feels like losing, I want you to actually say it in your head. This is loss aversion. Nothing is being lost. The money is still mine. It's just moving to a place where it can grow. Naming the feeling pulls it out of that ancient threat system and hands it to the calmer, thinking part of your brain. It sounds almost too simple. It works anyway. Second move, take the decision away from your in-the-moment self. This is why automatic transfers are so powerful. If your savings move on their own the day you get paid before you ever see the money as yours to spend, there's no painful moment of letting go. You never feel the loss because you never held it. You're not relying on willpower, you're routing around the instinct entirely. And third, when the market drops or your investments dip, try to remember that the fear you feel is doubled by design. It is literally twice as loud as the situation deserves. That doesn't mean ignore it. It means discount it. Knowing the volume is turned up too high is what lets you keep your hand off the panic button. Here's the bigger idea I really want you to walk away with. Your money problems are usually not math problems. The math of getting ahead is honestly pretty simple. Spend less than you earn, save the gap, let it grow. You already know that. The reason it's so hard isn't the arithmetic. It's that you're running ancient survival software in a modern world it was never built for. Your brain is trying to protect you from a famine that isn't coming. And in doing so, it's quietly keeping you from the future you actually want. The good news? Once you can see the instinct, it loses a lot of its grip. You're not lazy. You're not bad with money. You're human, with a brain that's doing exactly what it evolved to do. And now you know one of its oldest tricks. If you want to keep going, I put together a free money brain cheat sheet. It breaks down loss aversion and a handful of the other mental traps that quietly drain your wallet, all on one simple page you can keep. It's completely free, and the link is waiting for you down in the description. I'm Wiz. Your money problems are brain problems, and once you see how your mind works, the money part gets a whole lot easier. I'll see you in the next one.